My name's Zio, and we've got us a headline to unpack here. Excuse me, headline wave. Our girl Yui Hasegawa is here to give us the scoop on what's in store for the month of April. The fun begins April 7th. To kick things off, Lucille's getting a facelift. This works a little differently than the Lucille that we're used to. This one has us tackling one sector at a time together. You'll be able to choose a new ability buff from a randomized selection each time you clear a sector. Of course, the layouts and target enemies will change every day. Ruined Masquerade also shows up here. This will be rotated in and out with regular Lucille. There's also the new Legend rarity, which works a little different from our normal weapons. These weapons build up stocks when sheathed and become consumed whenever you attack. They also give out buffs to nearby allies. There's also the new 12-star Claridim series that increases damage resistant and critical hit rate. It also lowers PP consumption. They also have new EX augments, and these weapons work just like the 11-star Eridim weapons did. Bravers are getting some love with some balance adjustments and new visual changes for both katanas and bows. They're also getting a skill that buffs their photon arts a few times after Brave combat. It might be time to give the Sci-Fi Samurai another look. You Line Strike aficionados are also getting new cards and other such goodies from previous Phantasy Star titles. I see Nay and Red Ring Rico in there. That's what's up. Digging these throwbacks here. April 15th, a date that a lot of us dread here in the US, brings us the new limited time quest, Drill Naval Escort. This one has you and 7 others playing guard duty for a truck against hordes of baddies that want to make said truck go boom. Our job, of course, is to stop that by eliminating said baddies. Of course, this has the usual limited time tasks associated with it. April 23rd kicks off Alpha's Super Origin Festival 2025, and of course, Central City is decked out for the occasion. And just like any other celebratory event, the region mags and their appies have to get in on the fun as well. Of course, Shemi's got the usual assortment of goodies in the seasonal shop. This also gives us the limited time quest, Halfia Lake Counterattack Part 2. This will have you and 7 others squaring off against a level 100 Malignant Darkfold's Aegis. I'm glad to see them doing this again. This was a really fun fight. This drops the usual stuff as well as capsules needed to create the new Magus Gigasmasty. To round things out, we have the limited time quest Next Vera Suppression Op version 3 and Tundra Cleanup Op. As you'd expect, these are updated versions of older LTQs and flip-flop every day. Of course, they have goodies like SP Scratch tickets, titles, and transfer pass vouchers. So that does it for April. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part, the Operation Report. They start off by talking about Lucille. This has you and 7 others working your way through one sector at a time. Everyone has their own set of buffs they can pick from a random pool. Lucille was a big hit, but it's been out for over a year and a half. The dev team made these changes because they felt the current iteration might limit future updates. They then went on to talk about the legendary rarity. Legendary weapons have 2 special traits, support effects, and designs inspired by legendary weapons from previous titles. The first series, Legendios, is based off PSO2's Phobos series. They went on to say that after a certain amount of time from the initial release of the legendary weapons, they plan to make them enhanceable by way of upgrades or new potentials. They do still plan to keep rolling out star rarity weapons though. They then went on to talk about Alpha's Super Origin Festival. They've always had 10-a-day SG pulls every anniversary, but this time it's getting a huge power up. There hasn't been a major update to the lineup since the 2023 Super Genesis Festival until now. They're adding to the item pool as well as increasing the number of pulls to 300. Of course, they'll add more items in the future. Could we get variations of existing hairstyles that swap the main color and sub-colors so that we can change hair colors using the looks menu? They said they're thinking of making variations of existing hairstyles that switch color 1 and color 2. Now I know you guys are gonna want me to ham this one up, so here goes. Please bring back Papona's movie concert. I'm begging you. It's now or never. Ah! Don't tell me I'll never hear her in game again. Was that melodramatic enough for you? Papona will be moving on or graduating from her role of NGS VTuber on March 31st. They're giving her a nice send-off with a special keyword and Papona graduation movie concerts. Could an abandoned quest button be added to the incapacitation menu? They said they're thinking about implementing this in the future. It may not be universally available, but it should be usable in solo content. You have to board Mars when fighting Dark Falls Vile during the urgent quest, but I want to fight it with my upgraded equipment and best moves. Will we ever get the chance to fight Vile without using Mars? Well, guess what? The answer is yes. This is a super hard 4-man standing quest featuring Malignant Dark Falls Vile. Of course, this fiend is going to have a new set of tricks up its sleeve. They plan on rolling this out in June, with of course more details to follow. Next headline is Friday, April 25th. All in all, this looks pretty cool. I'm glad to see them switching things up a bit here. Some pretty cool stuff coming down the pike. I gotta admit, it's kinda weird not having Hero anymore, but that's okay. A little change can be a good thing. So, what are you looking forward to the most here? You know how much I love chopping it up with you guys in the comment section and on streams. Come on by and hang out sometime, we'd love to have you. Anyway, that's a wrap. I hope you have a blessed day. And remember, to thine own self be true. Until next time, farewell.